This is a HeadGum podcast.
Hey guys!
Oh.
Should I have prepared you?
And let's sync it up.
Action.
A lot of pressure
Guys.
on me this episode.
Guys,
already.
welcome to Dynamic Banter. We're also streaming it live right now on our Instagram account.
You could turn on your televisions and see it.
This is how I want people to know about our Instagram account.
You have to do this because this gives you the little notification. It tells
Yeah.
everyone that you've ever been friends with that you're doing something right now.
This is the thing about that. And I also, this is also, excuse me, this is also the problem I had with, pardon? The problem that I had with Facebook Live also was like, you know, there's people who I'm friends with on the internet. I don't know if you understand.
Prove it.
There's people. Oh no. Oh no, not today. Not today. Please, not today.
What's wrong with you this time? This episode is called What's Wrong with Steve This Time?
Dude, this is my problem I had with Facebook Live. I have friends who
I forgot what we were talking
Me too, baby. Here we are, and we're back. A dinosaur's tail. Remember that Don Bluth
A
classic?
story before time.
My name's
What we were talking about before time. Starring a
okay. So
dinosaur's
listen to me.
tail.
Listen to me. This is already a shit show.
This is a dumb Cloverfields episode.
I like how you. Yeah, I've heard you
Give
say
all the
that
credit
before.
to the other podcast.
The other podcast. Yeah, when it's a bad one, it's the other one. No, what I was gonna say was so I've got friends on Facebook that don't know I am an annoying person on the internet.
Oh shit!
And I'm just friends with them.
What do they think you're still playing rec league soccer?
They no, it's just like you make new friends, and they're some of them might have more respectable jobs. And some of them are even
talking about new friends that don't know you do internet
Well, yeah, I'm just
stuff?
saying like people I meet or something, like or peers or people that don't watch, who never watched SourceFed.
Dude, I was just about to say, now that SourceFed doesn't exist, you're not going to make sense to anyone.
I know. No one knows who I am anymore.
So when somebody first meets you, they can go watch a SourceFed video and be like, oh, okay, I get his whole... But now that that's all deleted... no one's gonna be able to
Hold on, let me cry really quick, and then we'll get back to the show.
And that's a little break.
And we'll give those people a break from looking at you for a second, and they can look at me.
I'm sure they'll
right
all
now.
thank you for that.
Mike, sorry guys, I'm not going to be able to pay too much attention to this little toy that I haven't. Oh God, look at this little guy.
Is that?
It's a Zay.
Is that a new?
Dude, no. The thing is I'll make friends with people who never watched SourceFed and didn't watch any of the other garbage I was in on the internet, but like maybe we'll look at my Twitter and go like, oh shit, he's got a lot of Twitter followers, or he's got a lot of Instagram followers, or whatever.
Must be a reason.
And then they'll be like, well, maybe he's just one of those guys like name drop, like a Rob Fee, who just like made their fame by being like a funny Twitter guy, or like by making writing or whatever. And so there's people that
What do they call those guys that they make writings?
God damn it! I know. You know what? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
But I can't quite think of it. But what I'm trying to say is like, so back when Facebook Live was like a thing, I know it's still a thing, but I've never really used it.
Same.
I was afraid to kind of like use it. Not afraid, but I was just not into using it because there are those people that don't know I'm a fucking annoying YouTube idiot. And like when I have the fucking, like, maybe they don't know that I yell at the fucking camera and yell into a microphone and make burp sounds and
How long can you be
open up
friends
toys
with you
and shit.
and
Well, the
not
thing is
know that you
like,
do
I
that?
mean, look, I'm pretty much the way that you see me on the internet, unlike a lot of other people that you see on the internet,
Name drop.
this is kind of like what I'm really like. Like, I'm pretty much like this.
You're not like a Sam basher.
No.
You're not like somebody who's
Sam-
totally off
Yeah,
when the camera's
when
off.
the cameras turn off, Sam is a woman. Like, just a completely different gender.
Completely different person.
And I'm not going to shame it. Guys, for those of you that are just tuning into the podcast, I don't know how.
Well, probably via computer or
But I
internet.
mean, how would you make it to 5 minutes in without starting from the beginning? Now we're here. You know
That's
what
a
I mean,
great
Doug?
question.
But for those of you that are just tuning in, we are also doing we're doing a new thing, which is we're live streaming.
They had to watch that. You made them watch that live.
We're live streaming.
They bought a ticket to that.
Also on our Instagram page at dynamic banter, which is what our Instagram page is called. It's just dynamic banter. If you type dynamic banter into your Instagram, you can find our Instagram page, and we post fan photos. And now I'm trying out a thing where we're just streaming it. You know what's funny?
What?
We're because right now you're also filming it.
Yeah. Yep.
So we're also filming it.
I wasn't going to say anything.
For a YouTube video, which I love, by the way, and Autumn has been editing them.
Yeah.
But you edited like the first couple of them,
Bunch. Yeah.
right? But Autumn is
She's
now
just helping me while I could afford to pay a friend to help me.
Well, I think we should forever.
That'll end soon.
No. Because can I tell you why? I don't want to lose Autumn.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to lose her from our dang oily
Because then
grip.
it's all gone.
Because then we're gonna lose a great person who's who's heightening our content.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
You saying I can't do what Autumn does?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
You saying I'm not half the editor Autumn is to my face? Let's have an edit off. Me and Autumn. Give me 3 days. She gets 45 minutes. And let's see who can come up with the most edits. Just not even who could do it the best.
Who gets the most edits?
Who can edit the
can
most?
You just cut frame. Like
That's
every frame has a cut.
Hey, that's a strategy.
I'm sorry for those of you that don't understand the concept of editing. We must sound like a bunch of boring old boys over here. But I will say, what I want to say is I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose her love tonight, and I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose her as an editing asset and
Okay.
as a good friend.
No one's really seriously wanting that to happen.
No. And so if you can't afford to pay her anymore because we are not employed, then I will help you and we will work together to employ her. Great. We should just pay Autumn to be our friend.
Yeah.
And then it's like we're just gonna hire her as our friend,
Right.
And
who
then-
doesn't mind editing.
who also doesn't mind editing,
Right.
Yeah. So
some friends don't mind, like they'll always bring soda.
yeah, or some friends are always the ones driving.
Yeah.
The nice thing to do with the friend who's always driving, by the way, those of you that are listening who drive with a friend, is you give that person gas money.
And you know who you are.
sometimes. Oh, you know it. You might even be in the dang vehicle with them currently.
Raise your hand if you're in a car with a friend.
Raise my hand if you're in a bus and the driver is a friend. I'll wait. I better hear someone knock on my goddamn door.
Raise
right now.
both your hands if you're driving a friend.
Let me ask you this question. What would be the point of listening to this podcast if we're just going to stream it live?
I don't know.
We'll find out right after the break.
On this episode. You should kill this.
I'll kill
in a
it
couple
eventually.
minutes.
Yeah, I'll kill it
because
eventually.
no one wants to look at their phone for an hour.
Oh,
See?
God.
And they're the perfect example.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Let me do this first, and then we'll find a way to do it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so, this will be like a fun thing we do every once in a while. It's just my way to drive traffic to the Instagram account, which I'm the only one curating currently. But
That was a bit of a...
it was a slight jab, but it's also, I will give you the password, Mike, and I'll share it with you right now, so that everyone, you know what, let's give everyone the password. Let's give everyone. Has that ever been done? Has it ever been done? Has a password to a social media account ever been shared with an entire audience?
Oh, I'm sure, and I'm sure that's still up and exactly the way the original creator wanted it to live and be.
Mean, the thing is you're right. There's no way to control some bad boys. You might want to put unfair things.
I think on the original Second Life, everyone has the password to the original Second Life.
Everyone has the password to Tom's MySpace page.
And everyone just leaves it out of respect.
Yeah, out of respect for Tom. Rest in peace, Tom.
Name drop.
Is Tom from MySpace the most famous Tom there has ever been?
He's the most famous friend.
I'll let you have some time with that. But yeah, I'm just trying to drive a little traffic to our Instagram. And we'll do a live stream for like the first like 20 minutes or something, or maybe less, and then you guys can tune into the whole podcast on Fridays when this goes up.
I'll take off most of my pants for the stream. Let's definitely not talk about the stream on the podcast anymore.
That's a great idea.
That's the equivalent.
But I will say though, like probably when I do stream, which might not be every episode, but we'll do it every once in a while, is that for those of you listening and for those of you that don't know, we do have an Instagram account, and every once in a while, when we record, which is sometimes on Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays, anytime during that day, and I'll tell you what, if we have jobs, that's gonna change. But I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this right now.
Should we get busy via someone else?
Let's get busy now.
This goes. There it went.
So the thing is
fun now. Enjoy it now.
But if you follow us on Instagram and if you're glued to that dang app like I am, you'll see when the notification pops up and when we're doing a live stream, you guys can join in, and we're gonna ignore everything you say to us. Like right now, there are people currently watching us, and we're ignoring every comment
they know that, and they know that,
and they do know that, and they should know that,
and they're happy with it.
Mike, you can go ahead and respond to a comment if you want.
This one says, Mike, be my friend, and all right.
What a waste of time. So here's what I want to say. The reason, so like I was saying, there's people that don't know I'm an annoying fucker on the internet, so I don't want to like really expose them to that because it's not fair. Like usually, but also it's not like I'm forcing them to watch a live stream or whatever. But like on Instagram, when one of your friends goes live, the fucking thing flashes like a fucking Las Vegas.
Sure does.
Casino sign.
It makes your phone into a flashing Las Vegas casino sign.
It turns your whole life into a flashing Las Vegas casino sign. And for me, it's like, I want to click it because I want to see what my friends are up to.
Everyone loves those signs.
But on the other hand, do you also get that feeling? And I want to know percentages here, ladies and gentlemen. Do you get that feeling that, like, maybe you shouldn't click it because they're going to know you're tuning in?
Yeah.
And then you're like, you don't want to be the creepy guy or girl that's like tuning in to a girl or guy's thing. And maybe there aren't that many people watching, and now you're obligated as a friend to stay in the live stream and communicate with them via the little talking chat thing.
I guess maybe I don't put so much thought into it. I do see when you're on, and if we haven't talked in a while, I'll usually go on and try to ruin it, and then I'll get off.
Yeah, like I was at the Game of Thrones event, and you and Elliot were in there. And you guys were having a good time in there, and I thought it was funny. I had a good time with it.
Good. That's the best. But then we leave, and we're like, let's leave this to everyone who enjoys this for it to be the best possible.
Yeah, but I also wouldn't have mound if you stuck
wouldn't have
around.
mound too much.
I wouldn't have mounded out at all if you had stuck around. I thought that would have been fun. It was like having a little sidekick on my stream.
I heard that the people above you were trying to have a baby. Is that true? Did you say that?
Yeah, can you hear it happening right now?
Are they doing music fuck right now? That's just traffic.
It's just traffic, yeah.
Somebody outside is making the wall shake like this.
Yeah,
dude,
well,
we don't.
I'm sorry. Have you ever heard of them dang bass? Have you ever heard them drop the bass? Have you ever
dropped a?
Have you ever dropped a bass guitar?
I don't see what that has to do with the situation.
Because the sound it makes, depending on how loud your amp is, could potentially reverberate in the walls of an apartment.
Either you don't know what you're talking about, or I've never done music.
Well, one day when you drop a bass guitar, which I hope happens before you're old.
It sounds like fun.
I hope you remember this moment. And I hope you remember the tale of me telling you that.
I'll never forget this moment because it's being recorded in so many different ways. There's no way anyone could forget this moment.
Yeah. Well, I also have my webcam on, and I'm broadcasting to Patreon subscribers.
I'm writing it down.
And you're writing it down, and Owen's over there typing it. He's got a stenographer's little, like...
He's typing it up. I'm writing it down.
He literally has one of those things. You ever seen those stenographer
Yeah, he's
things?
teaching somebody else how to do it.
I've never even... Could you even imagine? How must you be able to learn such a thing? Mike, we got a new horn.
Okay. What's it? It looks so different.
Yeah.
And it looks so intimidating.
I know. I hate to...
Does it sound like a shotgun?
Hold on. I hate to...
Because it looks like it would sound like a cartoon shotgun blast.
Well, I hate to break it
it
to
looks
you.
like somebody squished 3 Elmer Fuds together and made that horn.
Let me see this. Let me. Can you hand me the Mike really quick?
Uh-huh.
Could you just really quickly hand me that phone, really quick?
There you go.
Mike,
Forgot how to take stuff.
I forgot what to do once I had it.
I forgot how to
So
take
here's what
stuff.
I'm showing you guys right now on the stream.
Stop talking about the
I'll stop
stream.
talking about the stream as soon as this is what the new horn looks like. For those of you that don't know, but Mike, I'm going to break the news to you.
Don't not sound like a shotgun. If you're going to look like that. 3 muskets. 3 muskets tears.
Hot room we're in.
It's a summer room.
It's a summer room, and we're a couple of summer boys.
That was my favorite band of the 60s.
The Summer Boys.
We're the
Summer Boys. Summer Boys. Summer Boys. Summer Boys.
Hey, everybody in the van, who's got the beach ball? We're the Summer Boys.
I've got the Summer Boy ball. The Summer Boy ball. Did you guys ever? Of course, Summer Boy's got a Z on the end. The guy in the back seat. He's the lowest voice. Yeah, he's got because he got to get those low boy voices in there. Boy, little boys, little boys. Remember that song, Little Boys? It was an answer to California Girls.
I don't think you could say little
boys with
with
the deepest man's
voice like that.
It's a little scary. The amount of reverb on his voice when he said "little boys," that part was the scariest.
I think it's summer. I think it's pronounced summer.
Summer boys. Okay, so so here's I'm gonna break it to you. I've already broken in the horn.
Okay.
I broke it in on my other podcast, Mike. On It Feels Like the First Time show.
How do you break it in a horn?
I broke it in. I unveiled it on the other podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna squeeze this bulb real soon. You're gonna get scared. You're not gonna be ready for it.
Is it? What are we having this conversation for then?
So here's the thing. Storage is almost full on my phone, so I'm gonna turn it off now. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
Summer Boys.
Summer Boys. You tune into our fucking podcast.
All right, you fucks. Right. Go ahead. Go from the stream to iTunes. Listen to last week's podcast.
Okay, so I love that I was like teasing this horn, and then I just killed it. I killed the stream.
Wait a week to
now
hear what a horn
No, they just
sounds
gotta
like.
wait till it's Tuesday right now. They just have to wait 10 more days.
10 days.
So by my math, but dude, I know what you're saying because you're right. Look at this thing. Look at how intimidating this horn is.
That's a cartoon gun.
It seriously
you
looks
shoot
like a
Foghorn Leghorn with that gun. Summer Boys.
Summer Boys, little boys.
I don't like the second one.
We're going on the beach and we're checking out all the little boys running in the sand, and it feels so nice because we're here for little boys.
He's still in the band after
The
that?
summer is beautiful and so nice, and the sun shines down on the little boys. All the little boys running in the sand. So many little boys, and I can't understand Why there's little boys all over the beach.
There's no way. There's no way the rest of the band would just keep playing. If those lyrics were being sung, there's not a band in the world who would be like, yeah, we're killing it.
Look, man, there's little boys on the beach. Hold on a second. Let's talk about facts. Can we talk about some facts?
That was before the world was a horrible place.
I think so, man. It was a simpler time, Mike. It was a simpler time. Dude, let's talk about some facts. I want you to say true or false.
Okay. I know where this is going.
You ready for
okay.
Okay, true or false? The summer is a wonderful time to go to the beach.
It's true. It's true. I'm not going to argue with you. You can find no argument here.
True
for that.
True or false?
Uh-huh.
There's almost no greater feeling than running around on the sand on a summer day at the beach.
There's two truths. That's two truths.
Here's my one.
Sometimes the sand's a little hot.
Sometimes the sand's a little hot, but
Other
I'll tell
than
you
that-
what. There's almost no greater feeling than running around on the beach on a summer's day. Here's my last one for you.
Yeah.
There are sometimes little boys on the beach. True or false?
I haven't partook in any census, any kind of...
I'm just saying sometimes. I'm not saying every time you
I've
go to the beach
seen-
there are little boys. I'm asking you if you think if you can perceive a summer's beach day.
Let me picture it.
Picture a beautiful summer. Picture a mid-June California beach.
June like 16th.
Sure, 16th, 17th. It's a Saturday. Think about all the beautiful people there. Think about all the boys and girls. Think about there's adults.
Yeah.
Hopefully, a lot of adults.
There's the one I'm picturing, mostly adult.
Okay.
I would say 98%.
Okay. I don't need percentages for this next portion.
You
but
begged me
there's-
for percentages.
I begged you earlier, but I won't beg again. Never again. But sometimes there's little boys on the beach.
Okay,
There's a simpler time.
yeah, I
a
was
simpler
one.
time.
I was one.
Sometimes I was a little boy on the beach.
Put it on the shirt.
Sometimes I was.
you think-
Do you remember that Summer Boys album? Sometimes I was a little boy on the beach.
Summer boys. Do you think if we made like unisex shirts?
That said, sometimes I was a little boy on the beach.
Guys and men
girl's-
and women would
I
buy 'em?
think so. I think so.
Oh, that good T-shirt.
All right,
I don't want this horn to go off.
dude. You don't want this.
Do
horn
people
to go off.
evacuate when this
Here's
horn
the
goes
thing.
off?
Here's why you don't want this horn to go off. It has nothing to do with what you're thinking about it.
I don't know what that sentence means.
Do you remember the bridge of Little Boys?
I know there was a key change.
There's 3 key changes.
What a complicated tune.
It is. It's hard to play on guitar. I've tried. Those summer boys like to have a good time.
I don't want
in the studio where they're writing their music. You're not gonna like this.
to. Okay. We'll see you next week, you guys. This has been History Road.
All right, I'm just gonna go for it. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Nice. All right.
Don't point it at me either, because it's intimidating.
Trust me, it won't matter.
Go ahead. All right. All right. Well. So it would appear as though we're not quite back yet. Let's go to 74 horn honk.
You know what the thing is like I'm sorry for whoever sent this to us because I no longer have that information. I no longer possess the information.
I'd like to first of all apologize to the person who sent this to us for being a bad person on my part. I'm being a bad person. I ripped the packaging open like a badger, like an angry badger.
like a child who doesn't know any better on Christmas Day.
And now your name and address no longer exists.
The thing that I did is why your mom yells, "Read the card!"
Yeah. Yep.
What does the card say?
Yep.
Aiden.
Aiden. This is the reason why you were named Aiden.
I'm going to name my son Hathan. Did it scare you? It scared you.
It didn't scare me.
It's interesting because there's a nice little tri-pipe.
Tripe.
A tripe.
It's a tripe.
There's a 3-pipe situation going on here, and I've demonstrated this on the other podcast. But if you plug each hole, it sounds almost exactly the same, and my finger almost gets caught every time.
Well, that's not a great.
So I'm not going to do it too many times, but here's just the smallest one alone.
Beautiful. Uh-huh. Starting to not like it more.
Here's the second one on its own.
Nice clean mid-tone. That's a clean mid-tone.
It's a clean mid. And then here, would you help me here by squeezing
Sure,
that bulb,
love
please?
to.
Here's
You
the
let me know.
final tone. Go ahead. So, and then you put them all together.
It's almost 3.
It sounds like it's 1.5. But it's definitely not.
Pick your combination. You never know.
It's just not a fun horn. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I would put this in the not fun horn category.
It was fun to be sent a horn.
Mike, I think I'm going to start a YouTube channel where I review horns.
Good luck with your $1 million.
Thanks, man. I'm going to buy horns and review them. I'm going to honk them, and I'm going to rate them on tone. I'm going to rate them on bulbs.
Yeah.
This bulb feels like it's not going to last very long.
I hope every episode is at least 20 minutes long.
It should be. I want to talk as slow as I possibly can.
All right.
I'm going to review some horns.
Tri-horn 3 pipes. And here's a low one by itself.
Yes, here's a Stetson. This is thick bulb.
That's the thing. It's like, even if you're excited, if you know your shit, you have to always sound uninterested.
Yeah. A lot of exhaling.
Yeah. Like you couldn't be bothered to do this.
Yeah.
And you're God's gift to everyone for doing this. That's where your mind has to be.
I will say that it was packaged properly.
It's like regretfully giving credit.
It was packaged exceptionally well.
Adequate packaging. I got here in one piece. We can say that.
I did appreciate the fact that when I did squeeze the bulb through the packaging, I couldn't hear the horn. I did appreciate that. It meant that the bag sealed around the horn was airtight. And that's what I want out of my horns. I want an airtight bag because when I get it, I want to know this horn hadn't been breathing.
All right, I'm your producer. All right, Steve, we got about 20 minutes left.
Let's get started. All right, my producer's saying I got 20 minutes, so let's get started.
let's start wrapping it up.
Yeah, man, there it is. That's the new horn. I mean, look, I've said this already, I think too, but you got to give her a good squeeze, baby, if you're gonna do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. I'm gonna set up a PO box.
Horns only.
And horns only. And if I get any goddamn fan mail, I'm gonna throw it in the trash.
Melissa Nowicki, I don't want to see any cookies in that P.O. box.
If you give us a horn-shaped cookie, I'm gonna burn it.
I'll throw it out. I'll eat it, I'll throw it up, and I'll throw it out.
I'll throw you out.
This is a horn only. P.O.
I
box.
swear to God, I'll throw you out.
Melissa? Alyssa or Melissa?
Alyssa.
Alyssa Nowicki? I'll throw you
I'm
out.
never going to throw you out.
I'll throw you right out.
Mike, I'm busy, man. This was a busy day. This was a tough one for me. I had a lot going on today.
Do you want to talk about
No,
it, or do you want to talk about something else?
No, I didn't want to talk about
Can I
it.
talk about something else?
Yes, please.
This is something I wanted to talk about on the last podcast, because before the last Papa Cast, we went to Whole Foods.
Papa Cast.
Do you remember when we popped a cap in Whole Foods?
Did Papa Cast and Mama Cast do a song together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember.
It was Set Bones is what it was called.
Yeah. I do remember going to Whole Foods with you, yes. Yes.
During that trip, there was a man restocking yogurts, right? And he had his what do you call it? The push, like the dolly.
Okay.
And all these boxes were like strategically, like almost Jenga'd all the way up, like very strategically placed.
Okay.
And he hit something and they all fell over. And by this point, I had some dinner in my hands and a beverage. I was holding them with both my hands, but I still wanted to help this guy out of his situation.
Yeah.
Because he was just covered in boxes by this point and they had been very meticulously placed. And I was like kind of picking up. I was not helping, but I like very much wanted to help.
Okay.
And he did this thing where he like very politely asked me not to help twice. And I thought it was the funniest thing I had heard in a long time.
Wait.
It was the
Tell
funniest
me,
thing that happened
show
that day.
me, give me an example of politely.
So I was like, if you can imagine, like, you know, the take out the hot lunch boxes, had one of those and maybe a kombucha. And I was just like trying to pick up his boxes with my boxes and they were falling all over the place. And he was like, no, you don't have to do that, man. Right? That was the first one.
Right.
And then I was like, well, I watched it fall. I can't. Yeah, I watched
logic.
boxes fall all
Yeah.
all
You
over
can't just watch boxes fall.
No, I'm not going to talk to the sample lady, so it's either that or help you with these boxes.
By the way, watch boxes fall is my favorite Dave Matthews song.
Boxes falling.
Boxes falling.
Another little box is falling. Hit him like cantina here.
Little boys,
It's not in that band.
tiny boys,
It's a different band.
3 foot 5, 3 foot 5,
Out of mostly adults.
4 foot little boys,
So
skinny legs,
Okay, man, I hate this podcast. This just became my least favorite podcast.
little shorts. Remember, Little Shorts was the next song. All right, I'm sorry, Mike.
You're going to be put on a list after this podcast. And it's not going to
Yeah,
be
a
top
list,
100.
It's gonna be a list of cool guys.
Historians for bands that no one wants to remember.
So and then
so I
what was
kept
the second
helping,
time? Yeah.
And he goes, nah, you don't have to help. Just like still being polite, but like more like stop, don't touch the boxes anymore.
So that's interesting. I mean, he was being polite.
Yeah, but he was also at the end of his
The end of his rope.
and the
end of his shift.
rope. Yeah, he was.
It was the end of his shift.
Yeah, he was getting to the end of his rope by the end of his shift.
I will say that it's within us to want to help people. It's within me and you. It's in all of us to want to help people. And for me, it doesn't take much to help someone. And if you're trying to help them and they don't want you to, then the best thing to do, I think, is to not help them.
Yeah.
Today's sponsor is Blue Apron. Blue Apron is the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe. I'm sorry, excuse me, sir. Blue Apron is the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe delivery service in the country. Blue Apron's mission is to make incredible home cooking accessible to everyone. Blue Apron achieves this by supporting a more sustainable food system, setting the highest standards for ingredients, and building a community of home chefs. And Blue Apron has established partnerships with over 150 local farms,
That is a huge number of local farms.
fisheries, and ranchers across the United States, guys. And guess what happens when that happens? Seafood is sourced sustainably under standards developed in partnership with the Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch. beef, chicken, pork. They come from responsibly raised animals.
That's not the first time you've done that.
You're right, I just read reasonably every time.
They're reasonably raised.
You know, as well as you can.
They get encouragement every day.
They're gonna get eaten, but you're gonna raise them as reasonably as you should.
Hey, they got a couch.
There's one couch for every animal to go have a sleep on. Every cow can fit on one couch. I've seen it. The thing is an edit point right now is a bad idea because I'm playing music.
So just push on through.
This is gonna be a hard edit. I hope no one notices. The produce is sourced from farms that practice regenerative farming. And I'll tell you what, guys, Blue Apron can be delivered to 99% of the United States.
Almost 100%.
That's right, guys. And because Blue Apron ships the exact amount of each ingredient required for a recipe, they're reducing food waste. It also means that they're not going to send you stuff that you're not going to use. It's as simple as that. You're going to use every dang last bit.
I'll use every bit. Dare me not to.
I dare you, Mike. I dare you. I dare you to skimp on the shrimp.
I won't.
Let me tell you about how it impacts your household getting that Blue Apron. Cooking together builds strong family bonds. Ain't nothing better than your family. Google it. Research shows that Blue Apron families cook nearly 3 times more often. Think about it. And those who spend a lot at restaurants or high-end grocery chains can now spend under $10 per person for a delicious meal, guys. Let's talk about a little bit of some featured upcoming meals. How about this?
This is my favorite part.
Mine too, man. I can't wait to tell you all about the spinach and fresh mozzarella pizza with olives, bell peppers, and ricotta salata.
Oh my god, that's clearly a takeout order. Clearly not something you can make yourself with your family, with your hands, with your human hands, with your dumb human hands.
Sweet and sour salmon with bok choy, carrot and ginger fried rice. You know, Parmesan, it's interesting word to me because there's no Jean happening in there.
Wyclef Parmesan.
I mean, I'm seeing Parmesan, Parmesan.
Parmesan.
Parmesan crusted chicken.
Ooh. Woo is right.
Parmesan crusted chicken with creamy fettuccine and roasted broccoli.
Italian
That's the one I want, I'll tell you that. And how about this? Baby broccoli and fontina paninis with hard-boiled egg and an arugula salad.
Now they're teaching you how to make panines. Do you ever have to leave the house again?
Fresh, high-quality ingredients. Fresh, high-quality ingredients make a real difference, so it's important to know where your food comes from. One couch. Hey, talk about your personal experience with Blue Apron.
Reasonably farmed couch.
Mike, you've cooked with Blue Apron.
Sure have.
So have I. I had a hoot and a holler, and I had a great time. I cooked Owen a lovely meal. Owen and I had a romantic dinner meal right on this table.
Parmesan encrusted Owen.
So, guys, let me tell you this. What's going on here? Check out this week's menu on the website. You can get your first 3 meals free. All right? I'm just laying it all out on the table.
You're just going to say it like that?
I'm sorry. I'm not going to beat around the bush here because you're going to get 3 meals for free.
Spoiler alert.
And I'll tell you what. Why not? Let me just... You know what? We're going to do free shipping.
Is that your decision right now?
I'm sorry if anybody is upset with me at Blue Apron. We're doing free shipping.
Can you just do that?
I just did it.
Oh, boy.
Come at me, bro. We're doing free shipping, 3 meals free, your 3 first meals. And all you got to do is go to blueapron.com/banter. And I'm going to tell you what, you're going to love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com. That's blue. That's blueapron.com/banter. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
Oh God, that sounds amazing.
Me too.
I hope everyone. I'm out. I can't. Not anymore. Not this week. I had a heart out. Oh no,
Mike, can I do a little something? Can I plug a little? Well, we'll do it later. Never mind. I was going to talk about this show I'm working on, but we'll talk about it later. We'll do it after History Road.
I'll say show dates.
Okay. Well,
Stick
no,
around to the end of the show,
stick around.
dude,
Yeah, stick
and
around.
definitely stick around. And I know you will, because there have been people who have come right to shows from listening to Dynamic Banter.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
In Phoenix at the Tucson Comedy Festival, there was a young lass who was listening in her dorm room, and then I said, I'll be at the Tucson Comedy Festival on this date, this time, and then she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to that. And then she went, oh God, my whole laughing fucked up my whole insides. All of my they look like a maze.
And it'll be all right.
My insides look like a Puzzle Mania book cover right now. Thank you, Owen.
Mike,
old enough to get that.
You do have a lot of.
Before there were websites, there was a magazine called Puzzle Mania.
I don't remember that one. I do remember Highlights.
Oh yeah,
Remember Highlights?
Highlights is the joke I normally make that no one gets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Highlights is a little bit more, I think, than whatever the other one you said was.
If you were a kid and went to the doctor, you know what a Highlights magazine looks like.
Mike, you got a lot going on coming up. You got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna be gone for a long time, I feel like. I see things
Not a
where you're
long
gonna be
time.
in like Seattle and shit.
Yeah, for about a week.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You're out of here.
I'm out.
Like a bullet in the night.
And then I'll, come back.
Oh, I hope you do.
After that.
I hope you do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find a whole fuckload of people to fill in for you, I feel like.
I don't think so.
No?
I think it's only one.
I'm gonna try to get Candace on the show, I think.
That would be
I'm
fun.
gonna try to get Peter Gilroy eventually.
Yeah.
Matt Bowman.
I would listen to all these episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, why won't you be my movie friend?
You've never asked me to be your movie friend.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. But I know the thing is that I understand that you're not really much of a movie boy.
I will be. I don't see. I promise to be a movie boy.
You promised me that you were going to be a movie boy.
I don't see enough
with me.
movies, so I'd like to see.
I
some
think
movies.
I think we should see some movies together. I think that would be nice.
Okay.
I like movies, and when I have time, I love them.
I like movies. Time permitting, I love them. Once I start liking a movie, I don't stop till I love it. The Steve Zaragoza story.
Zoya's birthday was recent, wasn't it?
It
Did
was.
It just happen?
It was.
What'd you guys do?
We went to San Diego to hang out with her sister and my brother-in-law,
That's cool.
and we looked at seals.
Did you go to a thing?
You could just go to the edge of San Diego and just look at seals. That's a thing that you could just do for free. You don't need Planet Earth or a blue DVD.
You don't need to go to the wild animal park.
You don't need a blue DVD
Let me
to
ask
see
you.
a seal.
Let me ask you about the wild animal park. Have you ever been to the San Diego Zoo?
Wild animal? No.
The San Diego Wild Animal Park. No. They've got a wonderful little tour you can take where you get on a little car and they take you around like a safari kind of thing.
Like a Jurassic Park.
There's a couch that all the animals get on out there.
Big
There's
fan of that couch.
One couch.
Is it a reasonably placed couch? And to your left, you'll see a cheetah
reasonably
lounging
placed.
on a reasonably placed couch.
If you take notice out here to your left, most of you might realize it's a reasonably placed couch out there.
That same deal with the cadence of the tour guide guy. It's like you're a little bit over it and tired. And it's a hot day. We'll be sure to see some lizards. And there goes a cheetah if your eyes are quick enough. To your right, you'll see, well, that's a reasonably placed couch. Hippo coming up behind it.
And for those of you boys and girls who are in school, you do know that cheetahs never prosper.
I got an audition later.
That guy's first day was so exciting.
Yeah,
He loved it.
yeah.
He loves animals.
Wait a minute. You mean to say that I'm going to see all these animals on this survival tour, on this safari tour, every day?
Every day, sir.
And there's the goddamn cheetah on the reasonably placed couch. She's up on a rock today. Whoop did he do, cheetah?
Do you think he had
Go on and say it.
Do you think he had fresh turds thrown at him? He just got sick of it. The fourth or fifth time he got hit with a fresh turd.
You think the
hot out of the oven.
You think the monkey's giving a break on his first day?
Definitely not. Monkey's like, hey, guys, did you hear? There's a new guy, a new tour guy.
Yeah.
You guys think of what I'm thinking?
You need to throw turds in his face.
Fresh ones. You leave those dry ones alone. Dry ones are for Sandy. We're saving those for her. This boy's gonna get
The
fresh
rock hard dry ones are for hawking at
those
Sandy.
rock hard dry ones that just turn to powder as soon as they hit her face. Those are the ones we're saving. I'm talking about those fresh. I ate too many berries. Poops. We're gonna just hit him right in the mouth with my fresh turd. When was the last time you went to Universal Studios, Mike? Do you like going there?
No, I just haven't been.
Man, oh yeah, because we went to the one in the thing.
Oh God.
What about the Hollywood one though? You ever go to that one?
No.
You just not into that.
I'll go.
You don't want to get Fast and Furious?
I have no
don't
interest in getting Fast and Furious.
You don't want to see Vin Diesel, The Rock Johnson?
It's 6 different guys. I have no interest in being fast or furious. I like being slow and fine.
You don't like taking your lady on a nice little, let's go to City Walk, or take you to a Voodoo Donut?
Ooh, Voodoo Donut is there?
Yeah, they just opened in City Walk.
Nice. Well, we're going on a diet.
That's a weird way to say date. I would say a place to take a girl on a date is City Walk to
Me
Voodoo
and Zoya
Donuts.
are taking a diet to the movie. Going on a little afternoon
What
diet.
was your first diet like?
Our first diet was she went to the wrong coffee place.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of things that we can do, like we can double date or something, or we can go on have a fun little outing. Like we can go play some miniature golf. You like that? You like miniature golf?
Yeah, but not in this place over here.
Oh, really? You don't like that one, huh?
No, I went once and it was
Yeah, I know.
not great.
I know.
It was not.
But I'll tell you-
there are a lot of places in LA that look like they'd be a lot more fun. Than
I
they
heard
are.
that it's like the only one like around.
Oh, then I guess we're not playing mini golf. That takes that option right off the table, which is fine.
There is a place in City of Industry, kind of where Frankensons is, which we need to go to
Nice.
real soon.
Yeah,
It's like a go-kart place with go-karts and stuff. Does
Okay.
that sound like a good time?
that sounds like a
Would
good
you
time.
ride around in a
Ghost sounds like you're
this cart?
a point cart. Point Action cart.
Action out that way.
That
cart.
Leave.
Would you get on one?
Yeah. Been on ones.
What? A little boy's coupe was the other one. That
No
they
one
did.
calls it that.
Little boy's coupe. Do you know what I want? The little boy's coupe.
So all of them sing those lyrics? Because I thought it was just the guy with a low voice.
No, they're all
the
singing.
songs-
They all sing. They're
all
singers.
innocent songs.
They're all in a band.
All right.
Hey, look at that! It's time for History Road.
Oh, is that what time it is?
Guys, I'm real excited about this History Road.
Why is that?
But you know, I didn't do something last time, and I didn't like it, but I felt like the reason why, we didn't do it is because we had Owen here.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it so much that I'm gonna do it anyway, and I just forgot it last time. But since we have Owen on the keys, I'm still gonna play the History Road theme song.
Oh, I
just
thought you were
haven't heard
talking
it.
about the stream.
No,
I thought
the
you were
History
talking
Road
about streaming.
No, we weren't gonna mention that again. Here comes the History Road theme song.
History. History.
That's a goddamn jammin' bass line, baby.
That bass line's being taken for a wall.
Fuck, dude. That's a hot bass line.
Mm-hmm.
It's like fucking hot. Like I'm getting horny over that bass line.
That's a bass line that you could order up on Blue Apron.
Dude, I'm telling you what. I've never wanted to fuck a bass line. I would fucking take it.
Wait a
That
minute.
bass line can get it.
So you're giving it to the bass line or taking it from the bass line?
I'll do it any way it wants.
I'm letting the bass line take the lead on this one.
Honestly, I would let that bass line go in the back door.
What's up?
I'd let it go anywhere it wants. I'd let that bass line come on my back.
History.
Listen
History.
to that fucking bass line, man.
It's a good bass line.
That's the fucking dude. I swear to God, that's the Val Kilmer of bass lines. And I'm talking Val Kilmer, Top Gun, and you know which scene I'm talking about. They're wet. Those are wet boys playing with a ball. They're on the beach. This History Road comes to us from Dick Grayson. And the emails, the subject line is The Small Gentleman, History Road. He says, there once was a boy. Dick Grayson is Robin, yeah. This boy grew up to become a gentleman. However, this boy was still a boy sized when he grew up. Fortunately, this gentleman was the gentlest man there ever was. The boy's only problem was his small stature. This gentleman faced many obstacles throughout his life. This is just one of the boy's misadventures. And it's titled The Tummy Ache.
Small guy has tummy ache.
The small gentleman once went on an expedition to find the greatest gyro there ever was. Is it gyro, Mike?
Here.
The boy traveled to every mountaintop in Greece until he found it at the very top of Dynamic Mountain. There it was. The golden hero.
Here.
The boy ate the golden gyro in a single L. Mike, I'm going to highlight this word here,
Yeah.
and I want you to do it too.
Okay.
The boy ate the golden yelp in a single L. However, the gentleman had made a grave mistake, for the golden yelp was made of solid gold. The gentleman realized this error when the tummy ache hit him so hard it beat the food out of him. and knew, throw goblin, and knew he needed to find a remedy quick. So he went to his alchemist relative, Aunt Acid. Get it? Aunt Acid? Like when you have a stomach problem, you take an Aunt Acid? Aunt Acid told him that the only solution to this particular problem was to find John Dongle. John Dongle will be the only way you'll be able to cure this troublesome tummy ache. Said Aunt Acid. To find the wizard, you must travel down History Road, past the 18 address, through the Cloverfield, and finally, you'll have to fight through the sea of 7,000 sounds. And so, with a quick nap on a Lisa mattress, our boy protagonist left. As he walked down History Road, he met a dirty man wearing a white shirt, jeans, and possibly a hat, named Owen. Owen's breath smelled of deathly Pizza Hut and cigarette smoke. But our boy protagonist didn't mind. He had smelled worse. I will join you and guide the way by struggling through various songs that contain somewhat distinguishable piano parts. Blue jean baby. Oh, how it feels so real. Owen explained from just far enough that you couldn't hear every fourth word he said. As they neared the end of History Road, they came across a lone kitchen counter with some sort of creature atop it. As they neared the intriguing eye-level alien, it pointed an illuminated finger in a direction. Owen, what is that alien's... There it is. Which they expected to be the correct path to take, but it was a tsunami of candy corn. As the characters drowned in confectioner's glaze, Owen and our boy protagonist woke up in the clover field. The field was filled with slushos and barrels of farts. As the meadow turned dark, they realized something had covered the sun. As they gazed towards the sky, they knew exactly what had eclipsed our star. It was none other than John Goodman's face. He yelled loudly, "Mustang Sally!" Pieces of pork rind, stale cake, and swamp pop fell out of his mouth. The small gentleman knew he needed to put a stop to this ASAP as a crumb flew by. It cut our boy protagonist against the cheek. As blood trickled out, he realized what he needed to do. SG smeared it all over his hands and waved furiously at King Ralph. "Red!" Mr. Goodman exclaimed and began to chuckle. And with a trail of laughter, Roseanne's husband left. SG and OC headed towards the Sea of 7,000 Sounds, but as they had no idea what was in store for them there. As they neared the end of the shore, our boy protagonist began to wonder, how am I going to get across this big, starring Tom Hanks, body of water? How am I going to get across this big, starring Tom Hanks, body of water? He asked Owen. Owen glanced over and saw a big, starring Tom Hanks hat next to a red keytar. Legends say this thrift shop instrument was discovered by a very loud, almost president who wielded it to travel through time and space, and he was joined by Lee Newton with a hat and a beard.
What if every time Owen plays the piano, it leaks in that guy's
Take this to cross the ocean. I hope to see you again someday, Mr. Gentleman. The small gentleman gave Owen a nod, played a key, and began to surf across the waves of wavelengths as he began to traverse the sea of 7,000 sounds. All of a sudden, our boy protagonist felt compelled to say, "That's clickable." For some odd reason, the urge to say, "That's clickable," overtook him. So he said, "That's clickable." As SG was saying this, many other noises began to awaken. As a babbling brook slowly began rising in volume, it was accompanied by uncomfortable burps, yells, and other broken human sounds. Next, a singing bowl, or Tibetan singing bowl, was hit deafeningly hard. And the sound carried on seemingly forever. Just as the small gentleman started flying by the surface of the water, he noticed that in the distance, there was a hurricane of laughter. SG was confused. First of all, how does an amazing amount of laughs manifest into a hurricane? Secondly, how does it exist in this world? Then, our boy protagonist remembered that he lived in a terrifying world and awoke from his daydream to find that he was in the eye of the hurricane. When it seemed that all was over, SG realized that John Dongle was right next to him. The small gentleman quickly explained to John Dongle what had happened, and Dongle closed his eyes for a moment. He beckoned for SG to come closer and whispered in his ear, "Ever heard of Pepto-Bismol?" And that's the end. Thank you, Owen.
Great job, Owen.
Well, guys, that was History Roads. Thank you so much, Dick Grayson, for that story. It was filled with little treasure treats from dynamic banterers and clever fears.
Right in time for Easter, there was a story filled with eggs.
Love a story with eggs. Mike, what do you got coming up, baby?
Oh, so many things.
Tell us about it.
I'm not prepared for this.
Okay, I'll say what mine's all
No,
about.
I got it.
Okay, here we go.
Thursday, April 6th, we're at the Hollywood Improv, and that'll kick off towards me, Elliot Morgan, and Carrie Martin, and Dana Moon. And also Theo Vaughn will be there.
Oh.
Theo Vaughn's hilarious, and you should get his new album, 40-Pound Bag of Hamster Bones. April 8th, I'm at the Comedy Palace in San Diego. Sunday, April 9th, Gas Lamp down there in Long Beach. April 12th, Tommy T's in Pleasanton, which is right near, it's like 40 minutes outside of San Francisco.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's Thursday, the 13th, I'm at the Pioneer Underground in Reno, Nevada. Friday, the 14th, I'm at the Fun House in Portland, Oregon. That's a 21 and up show. Be 21 and up if you're going to show up.
You going to say fuck words?
I'm going to say mostly fuck words.
You going to go forwards, backwards, or fuck words?
That night, we're in the Tacoma Comedy Club in Tacoma, Washington. So we have an early show in Fun House in Portland during the day, and then we have Tacoma Comedy Club at night.
Wow, man.
Coming to both of those. I'll be saying fuck sounds.
Damn, dude.
Damn, Saturday,
son.
Listen, Saturday, April 15th, we're at Art Marble. It could also be called Art Marble 21, but I'm not sure, and that's in Seattle. And then we're back, and then on May 2nd, we're at Flappers over here in Burbank again.
Hey, back home after that.
Back home, we have... Everyone else on the tour insisted that I add the Flappers date to the tour, like it wasn't 2 weeks after we get home. But I said it.
Did you prefer it not to be a part of the tour?
That to me is just a show after the tour.
Yeah.
Because
you should just call it an after tour show.
It's an afterthought.
After show tour.
It's a show.
Mike, you're a busy boy coming up with a lot of
Well,
comedy
you're also a busy
jokes.
boy. You got a live show coming up.
I do. I just have one little modest comedy show coming up on April 15th at the Open Space Cafe. Thanks to you, Mike. You graciously
thanks to
donated.
Me.
Thank you for that spot. I appreciate that. But we're doing a live read of the worst episode of Lost, debatably. And we got some special guests that are going to be joining me on stage there. Unfortunately, you can't be there, Mike, and I'm real sad about it.
I'll be there in Speary.
Really wanted you to play Saeed, but it's all right. It's not going to happen this time.
Sorry, man.
Maybe it'll happen again. But guys,
Skype in.
it's going to be a real special event. Oh, go ahead and give us a good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, Mike. Anyone can sample that if they want to make their own Dan's Thoughts song using Mike saying good morning. But guys, it's going to be a real cool event. It's at the Open Space Cafe in Los Angeles, and it's going to be April 15th at 8 p.m. Tickets are $10 at the box office there, and we'll also be selling some cool limited edition merch as well. But it's going to be a real fun night. Brett and Owen and I are going to introduce the show and all take part in the script reading.
I would pay to see Brett.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm going to tease it. Brett's going to be the narrator. He's going to be narrating the entire script.
Awesome.
So he's got a big job.
That right there is worth $10.
I know. I can't wait. I'm really excited. And Bree Essrig is going to be there. And
Heard of her.
Steven Suptic is going to be there.
Know him?
He's a good, funny boy. And I can't really tease who else is going to be there. There's going to be some big, good boys.
Mike Falzo will be
I wish
there.
you were, but you're not.
But you tease it. See, sometimes you tease it and those people show up and it's great, but you got to have some that fall through.
Oh, I see.
So you tease me, put me on the poster.
Okay.
and I
Tom
won't
Cruise
show
is
up.
going to be there.
Thomas Crown.
Thomas Krause. Thomas Krause.
Tom Krause.
Tom Krause. Tom Cruise is going to be there. Tom Cruise is going to be there.
Tom Krasinski will be there.
If you say Tom Cruise real fast, it sounds like Tom Cruise. Dude, my buddy Tom Cruise, he's coming over.
Yeah.
You know, from those movies.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a movie in the park one day, but it was filled with Tom Cruise.
Tom's Cruise.
Tom
All right, so
Cruise.
anyway, guys, yeah, try to make it out to all of those things. Every single show Mike's doing and the one show I'm doing.
Be at all of
Be at all of them if you think you're a big enough fan, huh? If you think you like this shit, then prove it.
If you think you like this free shit, then prove it to us.
Put your money where your mouth is and pay a little coin to see your boys hustling in the real world, huh?
Yeah, and then after the show, you can go back home if you want.
This house that we do this podcast in is a safe space where I can wear what any pant I want. I don't have to be worried about any ladies looking down my shirt.
I knew what
I
we were
can
talking
wear any
about.
shoe I want. I'll put on 2 shoes. I'll swear about it. I'll put on 2 shoes.
That's not really a thing.
I'll
that
put on
people-
my socks over my shoes, and there'll be 2 different socks. There's nothing you can do about it when I'm at home. But when I'm outside, you goddamn better be right. I'm going to put those shoes on right. Guys, thank you so much for listening to Dynamic Banter. What a show. What a fun time. Hope to see you guys. If you want to submit your history roads, you could do that at dynamicbanter@gmail.com. You can also send us tweets at Dynamic Banter. And we do a little Instagram now. We got an Instagram account. Don't know if you heard about it.
Go ahead and check out the stream. We're streaming live right now.
Dynamic Banter and Instagram, and go ahead and follow us up. And you follow us on Instagram, and every once in a while we'll do a little live stream for you boys and girls, and we'll start it off real nice. It'd be fun and pretty. Guys, thank you so much for listening to the episode. Mike, thank you. Mike, thank me.
Too many thank yous.
Thank you, Mike. Thank me.
Thank you. Well, now it doesn't seem genuine.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Owen. Thank you, Matt Lieberman.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Will.
Take care, guys. Thanks, Mike.
That was a HeadGum podcast.